How's your spirit? I'm kicking the vanilla spirit for a few minutes before I go outside, take my afternoon medicine. I had me a wonderful morning nap. Let me check my microphone real quick. That's done. Something I rarely get to do, but I decided to make the best of a cloudy day and play things my way. Which brings me to this. I was ranting on my little podcast recording while I was walking earlier, and I realized, well, I knew. Uh, Defund the police was never the best word for anything. However, you have what you have. So redistribution of authority is what we need to deal with here. Okay. Redistribution of authority, redistribution of responsibility will create redistribution of accountability. And that will reckon the accounts of many budgets around the globe. Okay. An example. We sat out long enough and made it clear that we won't go to war out here unless it benefits the people, the populace, which no one can see. So we're at peace, even in the midst of war. Man is not humanity. Right? We're at the point where our allies are now making sure to shore up their defense budget and put in their portion that's required for NATO to keep going. Okay, these are good things. Did we have to threaten our neighbors? Yes. It would have been me or the sitting president? Yeah. Our neighbors got too comfortable with the idea that they were underneath our safety and security. Okay. When we pull back our safety and our security protocols, they're left high and dry. And then they're looking at us like, please, please what? We can cover up our borders. We can keep y'all from coming across them bad boys. You are required to keep terrorists from coming into your country and across your borders into ours. That's it. That's the same for Mexico, and it's the reason why we had to kick them in line. This is a group effort thing. This is like this. It's how I say. I talk about the children all the time. I see one. I see three. America. That's my children. That's the first baby. Canada and Mexico are two and three. You're gonna see them all the time. We connected by land and shit. You get it? We should be at the same thought processes at all damn time, all the time. Most importantly, we should all be thinking, "Mommy will kick our ass if we fuck around and find out letting somebody else in the house without her permission." Now, do we understand? Y'all made America the shiny whatever on the hill over here, Lady Liberty, with her hair no hinds yet. This is what it is. When your mama put her foot down, you sit down, you shut up, and you are doing what you are told to do. And then later on, she's gonna take you to the movies, buy you a cheeseburger, some popcorn and shit, and you'll have a good time. Okay? But you will get in line. You will understand discipline. You will understand work ethic. You will understand values. You will have morals. They ain't got to be American morals, baby. As long as your morals don't violate my space. Air, otherwise. You did. This whole internet cybersecurity thing. Y'all after around and found out I am the one. I am the one you want any effing where. If you want to see your algorithm fall to shit in a New York minute, don't play with me. Your children, even if you put 1,000 of them in a room and gave them one thing that I am coding each or decoding, they still could not keep up with me. And that's your prodigies, baby. Ask Elon, ask Mark, ask Bill, all the last little white kids you funded. And you could have been paying attention to the sisters over here. You did. As far as I can tell, Mexico has come in line and gotten them a female leader for the first time. Well, recently. And Canada is about to grab hold of their cojones and do the same thing. I don't care what anybody says. And then you got us. Now, I hate to have to discuss this, but to American citizens, you ain't got to choose me to be your president. I'm going to always be here, though. It doesn't matter where I go. Your country has figured out that they cannot kill me, as have other countries, and it has nothing to do with the goddamn treaty. I'm the real deal, Holyfield. So I don't care who you vote for. What I do care is if you understand this, let it happen again. Pretend that you don't have domestic terrorists in this country who look just like the white men and women in office. In other words, they gonna come about them offices, or America will fall to her knees like the dick sucker bitch she's always been. I hate to say this for the record one more time, but a lot of your kind come from some flesh eating folks. They got stuck in some mountains and they ain't really have to vote. They just had to make you believe in the damn vote. And you bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. And now they're in office, feeding off of you, your children, and your belief system. So please, don't come for me. At least Muslims teach their children about the nightmares and the monsters and the jinn and how to deal with the consequences of sin now. Not you. America tells their children, you can sin all you want to. We got recovery programs for you. They don't even introduce you to God until you get prison or college or have some reason to go into religion, usually out of desperation. So it sounds like you're a wet, desperate $2 prostitute. And black Americans have never, ever been willing to go that low, honey. Never. Ashley Goodprow, she'll go solo, but she'll be pimped out for a $2 bean like a Tucson toast. Now that's what I know. At least in Memphis, they were going for chicken and an eighth, and I'm worth way more than that today, baby. I'm worth more like a cannabis conglomerate and my own chicken farm, and then some. Again, I don't negotiate with terrorists. And since you all have terrorists in office, we ain't got nothing to negotiate around the galaxy or the globe or the country. The way I see it, America can either bend the knee to tyranny by leaving Donald Trump, who is a known pedophile associator, and the guaranteed fucking spy. You see, you refuse to hit the nail on the head. You care so much because your little white children got fed the fuck up and felt a little bit. You got in your feelings, but you didn't think about the fact that they have stolen all your information and sold it by way of Jeffrey Epstein and Prince Andrew and Charles and his mama. Because they need to keep that throne that they usurped centuries ago. But you ain't know because you're an ignorant American. You're just a hoe. They pimped you out and didn't tell you a goddamn thing. But knowing history and black royalty, Charlotte, North Carolina, belongs to a black queen, bitch. Now do you get it? Because I can pop my ish without any concern or worry. Because the more queen from over there came over here and got with a more indigenous king, and baby, the rest is my beautiful black history. Now you can choose to bend the knee to that king, or you can wait for me to take my throne, and then what do you think I'll feel about you? You're always worried that I would do unto others as they felt free to do unto me. Remember? Yeah, it was good. It was good, especially in this city, to do anything to me, to gang stalk me, to steal from me, to put anything in my food, to attempt to kill me, to call me out my name while I'm trying to go to sleep, to follow my children around even in another city and or state. You think you should not receive some type of justice. Because that's not retribution. That's not vengeance. That is justice. And not just for me, for us, all of the black Americans, all of the Mexican Americans, all of the white Americans, all the Americans who were murdered in the streets by police, you know, slave traders, while you bitches were making trades with the slavers. Fuck your feelings. Fuck your feelings. Figure out what you gonna do to redistribute what you've got left. Cause me, I see me sitting on piles of everything. While y'all are sitting on top of shoe, on top of shoe, on top of shoe. Ask Eddie Griffin.